Everyone. Welcome back to our Facebook live streams. My name is Morgan Boglin. I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications for Boys and Girls Clubs of the Gulf Coast. We're back today with Elements of a Scholar Athlete, and we have a brand new team member here today conducting our interview with MLB player Travis Swaggerty. So at this time, I'm going to pass it over to you, Javon.
Thank you. Welcome back, youth and families, to Elements of a Scholar virtual conferences. This series brings you a live stream of professional athletes, trainers, and coaches to hear tips, encouragement, and strategy directly from some of the experts in the field. Scholar athletes are well-rounded young people that understand the dedication, character, and academic commitment it takes to be successful as both an athlete as an adult. Scholar athletes are not just students who play sports. Hi, everyone. My name is Javon Wings. I'm 17 years old. I'm going to the 12th grade, and I attend Harrison Central High School. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing a very special guest, Mr. Travis Swaggerty. I can't hear y'all clap, but clap it up.
Thanks, Javon.
Travis Swaggerty attended Denham Springs High School in Denham Springs, Louisiana, where he played on a high school baseball team. As a senior, he batted .451, and he was named to the Louisiana Sports Writers Association's Class 5A All-State team. After graduating, he enrolled at the University of South Alabama, where he played college baseball for the Jaguars. But get this, as a freshman in 2016 at South Alabama, Swaggerty appeared in 59 games, compiling a .303 batting average with 4 home runs, 27 RBIs, 12 doubles, and 20 stolen bases. He the GOAT. 2017, as a sophomore, he appeared and started in 58 games, 571 with 11 home runs, 60 RBIs, and 19 stolen bases. After the season, he was named to the All-Sun Belt first team. That summer, Swaggerty played for the USA Baseball Collegiate National Team, where he won batting MVP 2 times against both Cuba and China. He was named a first-team preseason All-American by Baseball America and D1Baseball.com. And perfect game prior to his junior season of being named the 2018 Sun Belt Preseason Player of the Year. He was named to the All-Sun Belt first team for the second year in a row. The Pittsburgh Pirates selected Swaggerty with the 10th overall selection of the 2018 Major League Baseball draft. And he was assigned to the West Virginia Black Bears, with whom he was named the New York Penn League All-Star and Florida League State League All-Star. Welcome, Travis, and thank you for joining us. How you feeling today?
Hey, thanks, Javon. I appreciate you giving me all those compliments. I'm doing great. I'm looking forward to talking to you.
So, I got some questions that I want to jump off into about your sports life, if you don't mind. Who was your role model in your childhood? Who did you look up to?
That's a good question. I would say probably my mom, because she worked super hard with 2 kids. She still managed to get her way through nursing school, and that's hard to do, being a parent and having to have all those obligations to still make it through school, especially something as difficult as nursing school. It's a very good accomplishment. And also her faith. Her faith is so strong, and she laid a good foundation for me in that regard. And I think, as strong as my faith is now, I'll give all the credit to her for that. So she was definitely the role model for me.
Shout out to Supermom.
That's right.
Practice, prayer, and patching up the bobos. Okay. When did you find your interest in sports?
Pretty much my whole life. I mean, I didn't start playing baseball until I was 10. I didn't play t-ball or anything like that. But, at the time, that's Hurricane Katrina happened when I was 8. So once I moved, I started getting more into sports. But I always would play in the yard and shoot basketball and everything just to get out of the house. I like to play outside. So sports is a go-to. So I would say my whole life, but I didn't really get into organized sports until I was 10.
Sounds good. I started my love for sports when I was around that age. I played basketball. Okay, so this is a big one. In your mind, in the way that you think, what was your biggest achievement in sports? What are you most proud of?
In sports? Ooh. Just in sports?
In sports.
I would probably say getting drafted in the first round by the Pirates. From going from out of high school, I didn't really have any professional interest, and I went to school. South Alabama was not a huge school by any means, but still a good program. And for me to be able to go from non-drafted, not really worried about in high school, to go 3 years and work so hard that I became a first-round pick, I think that was a big deal. It was a huge accomplishment for me, and I was very proud of myself for working as hard as I did to make myself a first-round pick. And obviously, it's not just all me, but I have plenty of coaches and teammates to thank for helping me work hard. But I think that would be my greatest sports achievement, would be first round Pittsburgh Pirates.
I agree. Okay, this one digs deep. What are your strengths both as an athlete and a person?
Ooh. Okay, as an athlete, I think they kind of both go hand in hand. Just because, like for me, I work hard at everything I do. So whether people are watching or people are not watching, I still, stick my nose to the grindstone and work hard. So I credit my work ethic for, my relationship with my fiance. Like we both work hard on keeping our relationship strong. I work hard at my relationship with Jesus. My faith is very strong because of that. I work hard at it, and obviously I work hard in sports. So my physical ability is one thing, and that's obviously a blessing. But if you don't put the work in any aspect in life, whether it be if you're working an 8 to 5 construction job or just anything, and you don't work hard, you're not going to get the results that you want. Um, so, I guess in sports and baseball and in life, if you don't work hard at things, you're not going to improve. So I would say my biggest strength is my work ethic.
What character traits do you find are important to have as an athlete?
I think I just kind of said it right there, huh? Well, just having that good work ethic, but you have to be a good person too. You have to be a good teammate. Good teammate is a big thing, because if you're a bad person, no one really likes you on the team. Y'all aren't going to mesh well together, and the teams that don't mesh well together, they don't play well together.
Teamwork make the dream work.
That's right. I say that all the time.
What would you say to a young person that aspires to play sports on a professional level?
Good question. First, I would say you have to work hard in school first. School comes before sports at the end of the day. If something happens to you, you get hurt, or just you end up not being good enough, or I'm not going to say not good enough, but you end up not working out. Let's say you have to have something to fall back on. So I would say if you really work hard in school and you keep your grades up, you get a good degree, or you have to go to college first, but you get good grades in high school, you get a good scholarship, and then you go to school and you get a degree. You set yourself up for the rest of your life. I think sports, your body won't let you last forever. As bad as we want to play forever, we can't. That's just not how it works. So you always have something to fall back on. So you work hard in school and you do what you have to do there. Everything else will take care of itself.
Yes, sir. Okay, this one's about your education.
Mm-hmm.
What college did you go to and what did you study?
I went to the University of South Alabama in Mobile, Alabama, and I studied exercise science. That's a simpler way of saying kinesiology, but they call it exercise science. So that's like, if I didn't go play professional baseball, I would end up going to physical therapy school, and I would have tried to be like either an athletic trainer or like a physical therapist at like a therapy clinic, working with athletes and people coming off surgery.
That sounds pretty good. If you wouldn't have been able to help get the wins, you'd help the athletes perform
right.
to get the wins. I like that.
I was trying to stay around sports no matter what. So
I like that. Okay. In your opinion, how important is education?
That's very important. I think it's the most important thing you can do. Like I said, you have to have something to fall back on. And if you work hard at your studies and you get into a good college, and then you work hard in your studies there and you get a good degree, you set yourself up to get the best job you're looking for in the workforce that you want. So you have to have that foundation set for yourself. I mean, a degree versus a high school diploma. If you're getting interviewing if you're the boss, let's say, Javon, you're the boss, and you have 2 people interviewing for a job, and you have one that's got a 4-year degree from a college, and you have one that just has a high school diploma, who are you going to hire? You're probably going to hire the person with the college degree.
I'm going to hire the person that went to college because it shows me that they took the initiative
Exactly
It tells
right.
you that they took the initiative to further their education.
And you already know that, and you're 17. So imagine what somebody who the boss is at this corporation, like who they're going to hire, you know? So if you work hard at your studies, um, more likely than not, you're going to be better set up to get hired.
Yes, sir. Okay. This one is another deep one. How did you distinguish yourself as a scholar athlete and not just as a kid who plays sports? What makes you Travis Swaggerty and not just that kid over there hitting that baseball?
Well, in high school, I only made one B. I made all A's in high school and one B, which
Ooh,
I'm still a little salty about it. But like I said, you have to work hard at your studies for everything else to fall into place. And you know, most coaches nowadays, if you have bad grades, they're not going to let you play. So if you want to get on the field, you have to take care of your stuff off the field. And they always say the stuff off the field is more important, which at the end of the day it is, because like I said, sports don't last forever. So I think what would distinguish me is just the hard work I put in the classroom, and that hard work would rub off on everything else. And that's how I ended up making it to college. I didn't do as well in college. I didn't just make one B in college. I made a couple more B's than that. But college is a little bit harder. But it's definitely harder material. But you learn a lot more. Your studies are more focused, and once you figure out what you want to do, which is tough to ask for a kid that's your age, and even who's a college senior that's 20, 21 years old, it's still hard to know what you want to do. But once you get focused on the studies in whatever major you choose, you keep working hard at that, and you take care of your stuff outside of the classroom, you'll be set up. You'll be set up perfectly. And I think I put myself in a good position to do that.
Sir, what challenges did you come across in getting to where you are today?
A lot, definitely a lot. Like I said originally, you know, in high school, I didn't have any really professional teams interest, you know, so I had to create it for myself in school. And you got to think, if you don't do well in college, you're not going to get any interest either. So I worked super hard. And you got to have good grades too. Like those scouts, they look at your grades too. They don't just look at how you do on the field. I mean, if you're a bad kid, the coach thinks you're a bad kid, or you're not doing well in the classroom. You got to do all these study hall hours and everything. That shows you only care about one thing. And if you can't, you know, take care of all your business, then they're not going to want you as a person. They care about the person before the player. So I think just doing the right thing when no one's watching, that's another challenge. It's easy. It's easy when you're by yourself if you're in the gym, let's say, like when I'm by myself, it's a lot easier for me. Like, I don't need to do that last set. Like I was going to do 5 sets of 5, but that fourth set really hurt. I'm not going to do that fifth set. When you're with somebody, it's like, okay, I got to do it. But it should be like that even when you're by yourself. So that's another challenge too. It's definitely, you have to be able to motivate yourself.
Yes, sir. I like that. Okay, this is one that I'm really looking forward to the answer to. What was the happiest moment in your life? What was the happiest moment?
Ooh, that's so hard. um, I have two. I have two. Um, the first one would be the no particular order. Okay, they're both the same. Actually, I say that. No, my first one is being saved by Jesus and feeling the Holy Spirit wash over me. That was easily the best feeling in my life.
I like that.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, this life is much shorter than the eternity. So just to have that wash over me and know that my eternity and my life's in good hands, it's absolutely the best feeling anybody can possibly have. Actually, I have three. I can actually think of another one. The second one would be proposing to my fiance and seeing the look on her face when she said yes, she'd marry me. That's another good one. And then when I got drafted I was at MLB Network, the whole MLB Network studio, and I got drafted on TV. And just to feel all my hard work come to fruition was definitely a great feeling too. So those three.
Gives you a refreshing feeling like,
Like, yes, I made it finally. There's still work to be done, but yes, I accomplished it.
So, Travis, what gives you hope to keep pushing through everything that you go through all your, I can say trials of the way you live, especially as an athlete? What gives you hope to keep pushing?
I would say I feel like I have this obligation to provide. And I think the best way for me to provide is baseball. I mean, there's good money in baseball when you make it to the big league. So I think playing baseball is what I'm best at. And for me to be able to provide for my family in that way with doing something I love, I think it's a special thing. Like not a lot of people can say they get up and do what they love every single day and be able to provide. So that's definitely a trial. That's what motivates me, gives me hope is once I make it, I can set my family up for life.
Mr. Travis, a family man. What are your future goals?
Future goals. Well, I'm getting married in December, so my future goal would be to marry the love of my life, and thank you, and be married to her my whole life. There's no option. There's no divorce. That's not in our vocabulary. We're gonna make it the long haul. That's definitely it, and obviously make it to the big leagues and stay there and be able to provide. Like I said, at the end of the day, I've been working my whole life to make it to the big leagues, and it really was never about the money, just about doing what I love most. And for me to make it to the highest level doing that, it's a special thing, and I can't wait to do it.
Okay. This is the fun part. The rest of this interview was fun, but this is
That
the
wasn't
fun
fun.
part.
That wasn't the fun part. I like those answers. Okay, let's do the fun part.
Okay. Now we're going to transition to a fun game to close us out called Rapid Fire. I'm going to give you questions or this or that options. I want you to give me the first answer that comes into your mind.
Sure.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
What is your hidden talent?
Cooking, probably. Not. I mean, the people that are around me, like close, they know that, but a lot of people assume that I can't cook. But I know my way around the kitchen. Okay, I can get it done. With all my roommates, I'm the chef. I'm the king chef. They call me king chef.
King chef. I like that. What is one thing you do not like about yourself?
I don't know. I like myself. I like everything about me. I think I was made perfect in God's eyes. So what should I be mad about? I don't hate anything about myself. Maybe how fast my beard grows back. I hate shaving and I hate how my beard looks, and that's just annoying.
I'm kind of jealous. I got a couple of hairs right here. I'm kind of
Hey, when I
jealous.
was 17, that's what my face looked like. I didn't have much of a beard yet either. But trust me, don't shave it that much because it grows back more full and faster, and it's just frustrating. It really is.
Okay, Travis, this is a good one. I know you're from the South, so this should be a tough one, but a good one at the same time. Grits or oatmeal?
Ooh, they're both good. I'm gonna say grits strictly because I don't like sweets in the morning. So like with my cereal, like I don't eat like Frosted Flakes or something super sweet. Like I'll just eat cornflakes or Cheerios, you know. So I would say grits. Throw a little cheese, a little salt in there.
Oh yeah. Good choice. I love that.
Nice and hard.
Grits. I love that. Okay. Relax on the beach or hike up a mountain?
Probably relax on the beach. I like the mountains, but the hiking part sounds kind of difficult. So I think just chilling in a chair on the beach, I think that sounds a lot nicer.
iPhone or Android?
Well, I have an iPhone, so I'm going to say iPhone.
Okay. Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram. I get on Instagram more. I'm not super Facebook savvy. That's more everybody else's speed. Instagram's easier.
What is one thing that you want to learn to do?
I would love to learn how to play the guitar. I've always wanted to know, but I'm not super artistic in that regard. But I think that'd be cool to learn how to play guitar.
Next time we talk, I'm gonna have to call you a musician and a chef.
Yeah, I could have plenty of hidden talents in.
Okay, you've been a kid before. Who is your favorite Disney character?
Goofy. Without a doubt. Goofy.
I
I like
would have said Mickey, but
Mickey.
Goofy's good too.
That's too basic of an answer. Mickey's too basic. I like Goofy. I liked his. I like the Goofy movie. It's one of my favorites growing up.
Okay. Who is the funniest person you know?
Probably my fiance. She makes me laugh all the time. Or actually, no. Sorry, babe. Um, it's his name's Dylan Hardy. I hang with him every day. He's with the Red Sox now, but he went to Diablo High School, so he's around here. And that dude makes me laugh every single day. It's even over text. It's something ridiculous. I mean, he's hilarious. So I'd say him, Dylan Hardy.
We need those funny people.
That's right, we do.
Okay. Now this is a good one too. Sweet or salty?
Salty.
Oh man, I like sweet.
Salty. See, I eat more salty stuff. Like I said, I don't like sweets in the morning. I really like sometimes I'll eat ice cream at night, but for the most part, I'm all about that salt and that spice.
Okay. Travis, do you use emojis when you text?
Sometimes, not very much. I'm pretty bland.
What is your favorite emoji? And if you can, show me with your face.
I guess probably the laughing crying one, but I can't make myself
This is an
cry on
interesting
cue.
one.
I can't make myself cry on cue, so I can't really the laughing crying face, the most basic, most used emoji there is, and I can't physically cry because I'm not a good actor, so I can't really make the face for you. But I laughed at the beginning of the question, so you should count that.
We'll let it count. That is the end. Okay, kids. We are hoping that this information has helped you and encouraged you to do great things. This is a difficult time for our country, but you are not alone. We are pushing through this time together. Be sure to follow Boys and Girls Club of the Gulf Coast on Facebook and tune in next Tuesday at 1 p.m. for our Education and Career Series with the University of Southern Mississippi Assistant Director of Career Services, Mary Maynard. Thank you, Mr. Travis, for your time.
Hey Javon, I appreciate the time. These questions were funny and deep, so you got both sides of me. So I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Asking these questions.
I feel like I know you now.
That's right. You do know me. I know you. And everybody, just keep working hard at what you do. Like I said, that was, I guess, my main message of this thing was the work ethic to get you where you want to go. So you just keep working hard and do what you do, and everything will take care of itself.